wanting it soon and bad. Thoughts come to me and fade away, gusting dreams I've always had.
What's up, guys? Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee. And today we're going for a test drive in a 1968 El Camino. This one here has got the matching number 396 SS. Under the hood here, we got power steering. Looks like we got the AC compressor. We're gonna be trying everything out. This one also has power brakes. We'll be testing all the stuff out in the video, pointing out what works, what doesn't. That way you know exactly what you're getting before you get here. We just buy and sell these cars. We don't go into full restoration or anything like that. We go through about 60 cars a month doing so, and every Monday we put new inventory on, so be sure to check that on Monday. That's the only day we update the site. With that being said, you know, site kind of runs thin every once in a while, and that's all right. Every week we're gonna have at least 10 cars going on. And if you go over there, I have financing and shipping, 100 detailed pictures. Be sure to hit subscribe on this channel to see all the test drives of all the cars that come through. You can also watch a car lot walk where I show all the new inventory every week. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, we're gonna look around the interior, check everything out, and place your bets. Do you think the horn works? Game we'd like to play on the channel here. This one does have the floor shifter, the bucket seats. They are cloth, but they're in pretty good shape. Your door panels are nice. This is an SS car. Headliner is in pretty good shape, but you got a rip right here. Coming across the dash. Looks like got a little bit of moisture coming in somewhere. Seen it up there in the middle. When I pulled that, it may be leaking from up in here. Sometimes the seal on the front windshield will cause water to drip in when it's getting sprayed on, like the hose pipe. Okay, let's start her up. A little gas here. Going across the dash. Oil pressure's up. Looks like it's around 30, 35. Engine temperature hasn't moved. I believe that gauge might not be working right, but we'll check it throughout the video. Looks like we got half a tank of gas, so that's good. We ain't gotta worry about running out. It's showing 87,000 miles on the dash. Is the original motor. Windshield wipers seem to be working. AC compressor just pulled down on the motor. Do we have any cold air here? The belt's working, you hear that? Old AC belt. So yeah, it's working on the compressor there. I'm gonna cut it off. There we go. So we got the AC back off. It never got actually cold. You could tell it was kicking on and it was blowing through right here. Okay. Did y'all place your bets on the horn? Let's try it out. It's clicking, but it's not honking, so the horn is not hooked up. All right, guys. Turn signals popping up on the dash there. Let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives. All right. So we're getting ready to take off. Any flaws that I see, I will let you know. It's exactly why I do these videos. Idle's up a little high on this one, I noticed. Brakes, pulling some vacuum there, and they're not stopping as fast as I'd like. Go. Carburetor's got a bit of a stutter on this one. I'm going to try to drive it out. It's probably an ethanol problem. Let's see here. As far as going down the road, it does have a slight pull to the right. Yeah, if you're just barely in the gas, it's kind of hesitating on that throttle. You get in the gas, it takes it, it's pulling. That's going to be where the gas is evaporated and it's sitting in the carb. Brakes are stopping really good now that they got good vacuum. So you're just barely getting into it, it's hesitating. You stick it, it's pulling. But since it's doing that, I'm gonna pull in the gas station, I'm gonna put some premium fuel in it, try to bring the octane level up a little bit. And see if we can run it throughout this video, and maybe by the end it won't be doing that anymore. Steering on this one's nice and smooth. Suspension feels smooth. Okay, we've made it to the gas station. Like I said, $20 worth of fuel should help it out a little bit. I'll be right back. We'll be getting some undercarriage shots. Got about $20 worth of fuel in this ride. I'll show you where you put it in, and we'll take off. Goes in right here. Let's see if that gas gauge works. It's right at half a tank before I even mess with the key. That's what it was right before I got here. Turn the key on, start her up. And it's starting to climb. Looks like it's working. Let's get her started again. Clear her out. There we go. All right, let's take off. Okay, we're getting ready to take off here. I was waiting on some of this traffic to pass. Looks like we got a school bus up there, so I'm not gonna try to get stuck in that traffic. We'll go this way. May have to plan a different route for us. Kind of helps out anyways with the glare on that sun if we go somewhere else. Got a little bit of a rattle coming from the steering wheel here. Kickdown's hooked up on this one. Pulling pretty good. Kind of getting in the throttle a little bit more, just try to clear it out. Put some miles on this carburetor and hopefully get her running a little bit better. Let's see here. Here kind of sputtering a little bit when I barely give it gas. Okay. I like to stay quiet throughout portions of the video here on the way back to the lot so you can really listen to the car. Because otherwise I'm talking pretty much the whole time. Gotta have a little bit of a break, right? Little tire kick here. Uh-oh. Airbags deployed. They got a crash. What did he hit? Somebody must have hit and run there because there's no other vehicle, but that truck's messed up. I was wondering where all that traffic was coming from on the back roads. That makes a lot more sense now. All right, guys, we're gonna get turned around, head on back to the lot. I was gonna zoom up the road, but I think the traffic's starting to build back there from that wreck, so We'll leave her out, take her to lunch, try to clear up this carburetor a little bit more. For now, we're gonna head back to the lot and do the walk around picking out the flaws segment of the video. If you ever need any of these cars fixed or anything done before they're shipped to you, this is the guy to do it. Brian's Motorsports. Check them out, briansmotorsports.com. He's a full customization shop. They do a little bit of everything as far as painting, interiors, wheels, tires, lowering, suspension, whatever you want, that's your guy. He does a lot of the Tennessee Titans, NFL football players, and he's pretty much doing them all over the world. So he's worth checking out. We're gonna head on back to the lot. I appreciate you watching. See you in a minute. Okay, getting ready to walk around it now, point out chips, scratches, flaws, anything I can find. Better go ahead and cut the headlights off before I ruin the battery. Let's see here. There we go. So we got it off. But yeah, this is the portion of the video where I walk around and do all that, looking for kind of rust or Bondo or whatever I see on the car as I'm pitting in the chrome. We'll check out the interior, get her started. That old carburetor's still acting a little funky on me. But other than that, it seemed to be a pretty good running and driving car. So once that's timed in right, it should be doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and get started here. We're gonna go around the lower portions first. Sorry about the sun. It just decided to start blaring, and of course, that causes a shadow, which may mess with the video here. You've got a little bit of blemishes right here in the front. Coming around the front bumper, somebody has already replaced it, put a new one on there. The grille looks great. Coming down this side, there's a slight ding right here. Tires on this one are in pretty good shape. Up and over the fender, down the lower portion. Picked up some dirt on that test drive, didn't we? We got a couple little spots there on the door. You got a little rust down in the bottom corner here on the door itself. Running on down. Got a scratch right here. Up and over the rear. Coming back this midsection. Looks like a little blemish up here. Paint's kind of thick. See the orange peel in it right there above the lock. Light scratch here. Back over this top portion. Front windshield on this one looks pretty good, but there is a spot way over here in the middle. So you can see the rock come up and chip the windshield. Got a little spot right there. Rubber's cracked right here around the vent window. Also got some blemishes in the paint right here. Trying to make them pop up. Black's a good way to hide stuff, that's for sure, when it comes to videos. Trying not to here. Actually trying to just point it out to you. It's like right here in the middle of the roof too, in this spot here. Paint's kind of bubbling up. Looks like some little holes in the backside here. Trim on the back, got a little overspray. There's a dimple right there. Dual exhaust out the back. It looks like they've done the rear bumper as well. See if there's any kind of imperfections in it. Looks like a little scratch there on the bottom. Little scuff there on the side. Couple little dings in your trim. A little bit of pitting on your emblem there. Just little dings here and there. Little spot there, ding. The bed's got its chips and scratches. Of course, it's a truck bed. And of course, we don't sell perfect cars here. We sell stuff that has problems. That's for a reason. We keep the price down. That's what we've always done. Okay, coming up this side. Your tail light right there has got some haziness in it, like little scratches. Coming on down. Tires look good on the back, up and over the fender. Corner of the door there, you got some bubbles popping up. Little spot there. Looks like something sitting on top of the paint right here. Probably come from the road. Light scratch. The paint job's actually in pretty good shape on this one. I haven't seen a whole lot of chips and scratches. Just in your common areas. This little spot there looks like it's been touched up. You got a touch-up mark there too. Door handle's got some pitting on it. It's older. Haziness on some of your trim in the back. See those holes are still there. There's a little bit of paint chipping off right here below the back window. All the windows have a light tint on them. Chips down in your jam there. Okay. Right here on the nose there's a little scratch. Chip on the inside here. We're gonna get her started here in just a second. She's actually pretty clean up under the hood. Insulation's still up under there too. Let's check that interior out again. I know the door panel here looks like it's got some fabric torn on top there, but look at the rest of it. It's actually in pretty good shape. Right here, people kick the door getting in and out. You know, where you kick it, jump out of the car. I see that. That's one of the most common things on these older ones. Your seal looks new. Trying to get the clear picture of the underside of the jam here. All right, up in here. Sorry. I don't like when the sun comes out when I'm making videos. It seems to make it kind of difficult on me. Chip there. And of course our showroom's plumb full right now. Looking at the seat, it's not too bad. It looks like a little imperfection there in the corner. It's cloth. It looks decent all the way around. You got a few little pieces of fabric hanging off right there around the edge. Carpet's older, but it's still in decent shape. I noticed with this carburetor, like I said, it needs to be adjusted. It has definitely either gotten some ethanol in it from sitting, and the gas drying up in the carburetor. And it seems to be getting better as we were driving it. But every time I started, I got to give it gas. And the idle was high, that was for sure. So we're gonna try to get again here. That's without giving it gas. Now I'm giving it gas. Started up, cleared out good. And this may be something that we'll have looked at when I get back. Of course, normally I would take them right back. With me being out of town all week, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the video out with it acting up a little bit. That way you do know about it if we don't get to it. But it may be something we'll look at here. We usually try to get the carburetors running decent. So you can see it's idled high and you can hear it kind of chopping a little bit. And I'm getting ready to go the long route home. I'm gonna drive it, put some miles on it, and see if I can get her to clear up a little bit better. Motor itself, nice and quiet. The gas is clean. But she's staying fairly cool. Hook that back up. Gotten dusty on the test drive. Chip right here. The edge there. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe, share, hit like, and check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Also got a Snapchat we've been running. You can go to maplemotors.com, look at all of our inventory that we list every Monday. We usually always try to get at least 10 cars put on there. I know there for a little bit we sold a whole lot in 1 week and it dwindled our website down to hardly nothing. But we'll go and have, you know, project cars in the back all the way up to show cars. You'll see all kinds of stuff come through the lot. You can see all on previous inventory. Last year alone was almost 700 cars. So don't forget, hit subscribe, check it out. I'll make the videos. Give us a call. We'll hook you up. Later, guys.